Hi everyone, today I'd like to talk to you about what a component team looks like versus what a feature team would look like. And these slides I created after the last couple weeks. I've spent some time with a set of Scrum teams that I was struggling to figure out why they weren't able to deliver any of the customer features off of the product manager's backlog. And what was bothering to me is at the end of each demo, I was having a hard time trying to figure out if a feature was going to be ready at the end of our PSI. So I've come up with these slides to hopefully help you understand the difference between component versus feature team. So let's look at a set of component teams. In this example, I've got three of them. And on the left, you can see we've got the product backlog, which is a set of features. And what was happening is we had this feature that was getting broken up into stories, which is good, but then those stories were then handed off to multiple component teams. And every time we had the demo, these component teams would demo their component rather than demoing the feature, and it was hard to try to figure out if this feature was being done correctly or for what the customer wanted, because it was across all of these multiple component teams. Another example was where we had another team that had multiple product managers giving them requests. So we had one product manager with this feature backlog and another product manager with another backlog, and then those were getting broken up into stories, and then those stories were then handed off to certain component teams. So then this team would demo those specific stories as it related to this component but not related to this feature. So it just got really confusing for both the product manager and the Scrum teams on what they were actually trying to look for when it became time to demo something. So what it was looking like again is at the top we have epics. Those epics were prioritized, and epics were then broken into features and handed off to product managers. So a product manager would be responsible for these features that relate to this epic. And then where it got confusing was is this epic then got broken into stories that would be handed off to multiple component teams. So this one product manager would have to work with this Scrum team and this Scrum team to figure out how this component or how this feature was going to be developed. But what this product manager really wanted to do is he just wanted to hand off one feature to one Scrum team and have them work on it as long as it took to get those features up to the minimal market requirements. So it just got really confusing as we broke features into stories that then fit into components. So this mess down here is what got me confused on what we were actually trying to demo. So the proposal that I was recommending these teams is if we could just take some of the component team members and make them feature team members, then this whole entire team has all the skills required to be able to deliver this customer feature, and then they could demo the feature and demo all of the components at one time to one product manager. So that would then eliminate the confusion of what we were seeing during the demo. So again, another article that I always like to go out and read is this info queue from Multitasking, Get You There Later. So what was happening is all these component teams were working on them at certain points, and then at the end we had all of these features completed. What I'd like to see is that we'd have multiple Scrum teams working on the same epic at the same time, and then we actually could ship it at the end of week 7 compared to at the end of week 20, and we could actually make money on it here and then make money here and then maybe make more money here. But as compared where we had all these component teams working on it and it would take an entire 20 weeks, we would only make money here, which is not what we really want to do. So then what I was proposing is that we would have a feature that would then be handed off to one of these feature teams, and these feature teams had all the necessary skills to do it, and then these feature teams would just keep drafting off of this product backlog in order to get this feature set done. So what it would look like is these are an epic, and this multiple feature teams would be working on one of these epics in parallel rather than working on them here and then maybe working on them in the next PSI. So then again, multiple epics are across multiple feature teams. So what it looks like at a scale version, again, you got your epics, you got your features, and now this product manager owns these feature sets that are managed by these two Scrum teams. So multiple Scrum teams are working on multiple features that relate to one epic, but they have all the skills necessary to deliver this specific epic. And then you just have your product manager keeps receiving more features that are then handed off to these additional feature teams. So it kind of looks a little bit easier, and then you can easily see when these features are going to be done because they're all within one team. So some special thanks to Kenny Rubin. I got to use some of his slides, and Dean Leffingwell. Again, I got to use a scaled agile approach. So if I put those two slides together, it's kind of what you see today. And just a little background on some information related to what I'm currently working on. So again, thanks, and please try to create some more feature teams. And again, it's not 100% feature teams, but it's more like 70-30 or 60-40 for feature versus component teams. All right, hope this helps. Thanks.